good fight na mko washindi. Kisiasa tunasema kura haikutosha, itatosha hivi karibuni. Kwa hivyo mmefanya vizuri kuja kumsindikisha Kamau Godho kwa sababu sisi wote ni familia moja. Number 2, nataka kuwashukuru our peers, wale wote walikuja kusimama na wakaona uchaguzi ulienda vizuri. Number 3, I want to congratulate our dear team led by our chair. Hiyo uchaguzi ni kweli, Your Excellency, IBC should come and benchmark. Ilikuwa sambamba. Na kwa sababu Your Excellency ulisema tusikue kwa hiyo uchaguzi, haukusema tusikue kwa uchaguzi ya UDA. Bwana asifiwe. Haukusema tusikue kwa uchaguzi ya. Kwa hivyo mimi nilichukua ka pro box on Friday, nikazunguka hasa pale AC primary, pale Tumaini, nikiangalia tu vile mambo inaendelea na nikaona watu wanaanza kutokea. Ndio nikatoa hiyo maneno ya kusema ukipiga kura leo hauwezi kupiga kesho. Mimi ndio nilitoa hiyo msemo. Na niliona Moses Kuria wakilia ati watu wa DCP wamefanya propaganda. Members, this was not a propaganda. If you are not a UDA member, bona ungepiga kura kwa UDA? It was the truth. This was not a propaganda. If you are not a UDA member, haugepiga kura kwao. So tunataka kushukuru watu wa Kalou, walisimama kidete, wakakataa kununuliwa na mchele na 200 shillings. Nataka kumweleza rais, Mheshimiwa Ruto, umekataa kutengenezea watu wa Nyandarua barabara. Umetudanganya na barabara za Geta, Donyojero, Kariamu, Shamata, barabara za Boyman, na sisi ni wakulima. Kwa hivyo tunaomba wewe na Faith Getau, muache tukule viazi for the next 18 months. Tukichukua serikali, tutauda barabara, tutauza viazi, tutanunua nyama. Ama mnataka mchele? So keep off your rice na maharagwe. Sisi tuko tayari kukula viazi. Tukichukua serikali, we shall make our road. Nataka kuwaeleza wale watakuja pale Kalou kutusaidia, msikue na wasiwasi. Hii uchaguzi ni rahisi kama ABC. Kwa sababu hata candidate wa UDA alipata kura 1000. Hata hangekuwa number 1, number 2, number 3 kwa DCP, alikuwa others. Ile yenye iliunganishwa kidogo 200-300. Na nikikueleza hii uchaguzi ni rahisi, in Kalou we have 30 aspirants wa MCA position through DCP party. Na tuko na 0 for UDA. 0. In Nyandarua County, tuko na more than 5 women reps. Wale wanatafuta tikiti ya DCP na UDA has 0. In Nyandarua County, we have more than 5 governor candidates na UDA has 0. Tuko na 1 senator ako na UDA has. Sasa hata wewe ukija kukampeni mahali kama hapo utashindwa namna gani? Sio hata tutakuwa tunakula viazi, tunaenda tunapiga kelele, viazi tunakula kelele, si ndio? Na gunia moja ni 6,000 kwa sasa. So the election will be very easy. I'm sure Kasongo may not invest, but just in case he may continue, we are not afraid of him at all. Nikimalizia, nataka kusema ili tukue na very good structures, tutaomba mpitie kwa chama sana kama Secretary General, mtu wote atataka kuja kutusaidia. We get your name because we are putting perfect structures kama NEB. Ukija tutakuwa tumekueleza utaenda mahali fulani, polling station fulani, na utapata MCA fulani. Na nikimalizia kabisa, Your Excellency, naweza taka kusimamisha my MCA from Nyandarua. Again, hata kama wamekuja hapa, maana walisema Orojororo, wapi, hawakusema Nyandarua. Hebu wasimame tu wananchi wawaone. MCA wa Nyandarua County, wapigieni makofi. Ketini, hawa MCA walikuwa silent observers. They didn't have a badge. Ili wale aspirant walikuwa involving you. We were not supposed to be in a way. Kwa hivyo hawa MCA tuliwa silent observers, ili shida yoyote Kasongo akijaribu kupaga pale, walikuwa like our security controllers, and they did that very effectively. Ya mwisho kabisa, nataka kuaddress watu wa Nyandarua niwaambie 2027 tutafanya kama Kalou. Pale AC Primary, wananchi walitokea asubuhi wakakaa hapo. Wakiona mama fulani anataka kwenda kupiga kura kwa UDA, walikuwa wanasema we ni msaliti. We unasaliti Rigathi Gachagua. Huyo mama ana change mind, anaingia kwa wale wengine, anaanza pia kuangalia nani anakuja kupiga kura. Na saa hiyo ashapewa 200 kwa mfuko. It was so interesting that hata ule alipiga kura, alikuwa anaenda anatafuta petroli, anavuta kidole, asijulikane alipigia UDA kura. Kwa hivyo Nyandarua mambo imeamuliwa, and I'm sure you saw that people will guard the votes even in 2027. Na ndio tunatarajia sisi kama DCP, this is our presidential candidate, na tutakuwa nyuma yake. Sawa sawa. Karibuni sana Nyandarua, kiti ni yetu. Firstborn wa UDA alikuwa Rorie, sasa firstborn wa DCP atakuwa Kalou. Na nikimalizia Mzee Maina Kamanda, mimi nilipiga kura 1995 yangu ya kwanza, but I was young and beautiful. Sasa baba yangu alikuwa amenieleza nisikaribie wazee kama wewe, ndio huku niona.
Wapi makofi ya mama? Hey. Wanasema usidharau mamako kama hukumuona kwa ujana wake. I wish nilikuwa hizo siku. Tungepiga wakina Maina watoke mbali tuchukue huyu. Lakini bahati mbaya hatukuwa tumezaliwa. Bas, party leader, asante sana. Mama amesema jambo moja, nakumbuka. Ningependa kutangaza kwamba ile siku ya uchaguzi wa UDA ni party leader wetu huyu alipeana mwelekeo. Akasema kwamba watu wa Kalou wasijitokeze kupiga kura kwa chama ambayo sio yao. Na mimi nashukuru hao watu wa Kalou wanamsikia sana party leader wetu. Vile alisema hivyo, hakuna mtu alijitokeza. Mliona mshindi wa UDA alipata 1167 votes only. Yani hata kufikia number 6 wetu. Yule number 5 wetu alipata kura mingi kuliko kura zote za aspirants wa UDA. Walikuwa wamejiandikisha wengi kwa sababu walijua Kasongo ni mtu wa kukamuliwa. Kasongo ni mtu wa kunyonywa. Sasa walijiandikisha wakijua wakienda kupiga picha State House watapewa milioni 5. So hata hao ambao walisimama hawakukuwa wana UDA, walikuwa tu mahasla wa Nyandarua huko wanatafuta kitu ya kukula. Tungependa kuwakaribisha sasa warudi nyumbani. Kasongo akipatikana na nyonywa. Bas, party leader, vile vile hao watu wa Nyandarua ni watu wazuri kwa sababu walikusikia na walikuonyesha heshima mingi na taadhima wakati kulikuwa na ile matanga ya the late MP. Walikuwa wamekupangia vibaya, lakini kwa sababu wewe ulikuwa dio ukapanga kualiko. Na vile ulifika pale, wananchi wa Nyandarua walikuonyesha mapenzi. Na kama mimi ningekuwa William Ruto, hiyo siku ningesoma rada, ningesikia ground haraka, hata hii mambo ya by election singeweka mtu. Kwa sababu William Ruto unaenda kuaibishwa ile aibu hujaiona tangu uzaliwe. Mimi nimesikia ati wanapanga strategy ya kukuja kulaunch na kurelaunch projects kama ishara ya kuwaomba mupigie kura UDA. Watu wa Nyandarua ningependa musome historia. Mzee Daniel Moi alikuja kule Kipipiri, akaeka vigingi vya stima mpaka kwa kila nyumba. Hata kama uko na nyumba ya nyasi, nyumba ya mbao, wanaweka hapo mti ya stima. Wakati kura ilipigwa na KANU haikushinda, kesho yake mzee Moi akakuja akachukua vigingi zake akapeleka Baringo. So vile vile tu pia hizi matinga ambazo mtaletewa during campaign na kulaunch, we have a reincarnation of mzee Moi called William Ruto. atakuja atalaunch mabarabara, na jamaa amelaunch mabarabara mingi za uongo mpaka akiona watu anadhania ni barabara. Ana barabara oye, kumbe ni. Sasa kwa heshima ya William Ruto, sababu Methu alisema tunamheshimu, lakini kwa sababu tunamheshimu na tungependa kumtambua hapa, nikisema barabara oye, mnasema oye. Barabara oye! Barabara oye! Bas, William Ruto. Tungependa kuomba msidanganywe na hizo projects. Akikuja kulaunch project yoyote, mnamuuliza pesa ngapi umeweka katika budget. Sababu budget ya sasa hivi hata haitoshi kulipa madeni ambayo anayo. Kule Kakamega party leader, zile projects zote alilaunch, ile barabara ya kutoka Shinyalu kwenda Chepsonoi, ya kutoka airport kuenda Shinyalu, ya C41, ile ya Kuisero, zote sasa hivi matinga zimetoka. Kwa sababu anakuja na launch, anaenda nayo. Mambo ya stima, William Ruto akikuja kule Western anatembea na transformer moja. Ana launch, anakata, inabebwa, inakimbizwa, inawekwa the next constituency. Sasa hivi hata ile kinyozi alilaunch ati ameletea mtu stima, ilikatwa, alienda na stima yenyewe. So huyu mtu ni mkora na paka aende nyumbani. Mwisho, party leader, wakati ngatuliwa kutoka kwa kiti, nakumbuka hiyo siku, na kumbuka tulienda na wewe nyumbani kwako. Tulikuwa mimi, familia yako yote na wewe. Tukapata kwamba pale kwa boma William Ruto ashatoa askari wote, hakuna mfanyakazi hata mmoja alikuwa kwa boma hiyo. Hata mpishi. Walikudhulumu. Tukakaa na wewe pale, wakasema kwamba wewe unaitwa villager. Nakumbuka. Ukaamua urudi wapi? Kwa village. Wakaona hiyo village haijatosha, waseme wakuite Wamunyoro, kwa sababu hiyo village ilikuwa inaitwa nini? Wamunyoro. Sasa hivi hiyo village walidharau inaitwa Wamunyoro, inajulikana dunia nzima na iko na heshima kuliko Sugoi. Vile ulikaa pale Wamunyoro, Your Excellency, ukaanza kuongea na watu wako, wakasema huyu mtu ni mkabila. Sababu ulikuwa unaongea na watu wako na ulikuwa unaongea kwa lugha yako. Wakakuita mkabila. Hapo hawakujua umaana ya wewe kama kiongozi kuanzia kwako na kurudi kwako. William Ruto alikuwa anajiita yeye ni sijui ni nini, national leader, akadharau nyumbani. Sasa mambo imeumana. Amerudi kwa watu wake nyumbani. Watu wake wanamwambia, "Ai, hapana." Sasa wewe ulikuwa umeenda huko nje. Hata hapa ni one term. William Ruto analia asubuhi na mchana. Kwa mara ya kwanza nimeona ameanza kuongea kabila yake vile wewe unaongeanga yako. Sasa William Ruto ni mkabila si mkabila? Mwisho, Your Excellency, as you also address those international issues, I want to bring to the attention of the international community that the sovereignty of Kenya is very important. Western Kenya borders Uganda, 3 counties, Kakamega, Busia, Bungoma, and Trans Nzoia. At the moment, William Ruto is recruiting voters and registering voters from neighboring counties. This is a perforation of our foreign policy, na tungependa party leader utusaidie sana kwa maneno hayo ya kuregister wapiga kura katika mpaka wa Bungoma, Trans Nzoia na Busia. Lakini sisi tumepeana tangazo kwamba siku ya kura, kama wewe sio Mkenya, sababu tunajua kichwa ya Mkenya inakaa aje, jaribu ukuje Kenya kupiga kura. Amewapatia IDs, vile anapatia Al-Shabaab IDs na wale ambao wanaua watu kule Sudan, vile vile pia amefika Uganda kule, anaregister watu kule. Tungependa party leader wetu tuongelee hiyo maneno na utusaidie. Otherwise, kama DCP tumekubaliana kwamba tunataka tufunze William Ruto adabu. Na adabu ya kwanza inaanza on Thursday pale Emurwa Dekir. Tunataka tumshinde home and away. Si ndio? Wale wamama wa huko wamejitolea wamesema hata hii kofia, hata kama hawezi afford, wanajifunga Uhuru bag ya green. Party leader anaongelesha kwa simu, wamesema ni one term. Sasa kama mandugu na madada wa William Ruto wanasema ni one term, sasa je, sisi si William Ruto ni one term? Nasikia sisi tukisema William Ruto must go, wale watu wa Sugoi wanasema William Ruto come, must come, sababu wanamuita nyumbani. So party leader, asante sana kwa kuongoza chama chetu. Tungependa sasa tukukaribishe party leader wetu ambaye pia ndio presidential candidate wetu wa chama cha DCP.
Citizens Party.
Anatosha matoshi? Basi sote tusimame kwa heshima na taadhima tumkaribishe party leader wetu Mheshimiwa Rigathi Gachagua.
Thank you. Please be seated. Thank you very much. Let me say that this is a great day for our party, the DCP, the present and the future of our politics, the party that will form the next government and that will have an absolute majority in both houses. And I'm very happy with what happened on Kalou. Very happy. The strength of our party, the future of our party is determined by free, fair, and credible nominations. I've been around for a while, since the advent of multipartyism in 1992. I saw party primaries in 1992. I saw party primaries in 1997. I saw party primaries in 2002. I saw party primaries in 2007. I saw party primaries in 2013. I personally participated in party primaries in 2017 as a candidate for Madeira parliamentary seat. And I was around and in charge of 2022 party primaries. And I know the way to build DCP is free, fair, and credible nominations. And all Kalou was a litmus test. And I deliberately allowed the National Elections Board to manage that election to test their capacity and their commitment for the job ahead next year. I asked all leaders, John Medho, I dispatched him to London, keep off. Maina Kamada Mzee, go to Mombasa, swim if you can. Wajiku Moya, go and do some hairdo and look good and beautiful. I told everybody to keep away and leave the elections to the people of Kalou so that they can make a decision or who will be the next member of parliament. That decision was very, very important because once the DCP nominations were over, the DCP nominee is the next member of parliament for Kalou. So the people of Kalou needed to be given an opportunity to make that decision. I could have called for consensus. And all these aspirants would have listened to me. They respect me. I would have said, let's save the cost. It's very expensive to do nominations. Let's avoid fallout. But I knew God had given us an opportunity to test the capacity and the commitment of the National Elections Board. Chairperson and your board, Pongezi, you did very well. We are all proud of you. The whole country is talking about the DCP nominations in Kalou. And I've told you I've been around for a while. I may be biased because I'm the party leader, but the truth of the matter, there has never been such well-organized and credible nominations since the advent of multipartyism in 1992. And now, that sets the standard. You cannot go lower, you can only go higher. So I'm asking the National Elections Board to start preparing for our nominations. Countrywide, the DCP ticket will be the most sought after. The DCP nominations will be do or die. It will be like the Rio general election. The English say, failing to plan is planning to fail. Wajiru Kaka, on your team, you have 10 months. Start preparing. Start getting the ballot boxes. Start getting the booths. Start getting the indelible ink. Start putting together all the logistics. I have looked at your budget. The whole exercise will cost us about 2 billion Kenya shillings. From the nomination fees, we'll be able to raise 1 billion shillings. From the people who have expressed interest, we'll be able to raise 1 billion shillings, and the party will look for another 1 billion. And I'm on that journey. I will leave on Friday night for the United Kingdom to start talking to our friends and partners to start harnessing resources for our nominations. Thereafter, I'll come back and do a little work, then I'll leave for the United States, again to talk to our friends and partners. We must put money together by August so that we cannot afford to fail. The DCP nominations, once you get the certificate, you are the next member of parliament or governor or senator for that matter. And all that will be remaining, I'll be asking you to do for me and the party is voter turnout for the presidential vote. Yours will be done because you don't need too many votes. Once you get our ticket, the work I'll give you is voter turnout. Mwai Kibaki in 2007, when William Ruto coined 41 versus 1, Mwai Kibaki won the election by having only 2 voting blocks, Mount Kenya plus voter turnout. The second block was called voter turnout. It was 97%. I am looking at a situation where I'll be persuading the people of Kenya. For us to get rid of William Ruto, we must have a 98% voter turnout to make sure these men go home one way. So, I want the National Elections Board to put your act together and get moving. You know the nominations will be in March next year. You know we have support everywhere. You know the number of constituencies. You know the number of counties. You know the number of wards. The people who have registered with us, we are having an average of 7 MCAs per every ward. So we need very many ballot papers. We are having an average of 4 to 5 members of parliament. The DCP nomination will be something out of this world. So let's prepare, and I'm happy when the National Elections Board requested that I ask the aspirants to be presiding officers so that they can get first-hand experience on how the party will carry out the nominations. I'm sure all of you aspirants, you are now persuaded we shall have free and fair nominations. Are you not? Yeah. Because you took part in the process. You took part in the process. Again, our detractors have been saying that the DCP will give direct tickets. Oh, regarding Gachagua has preferred candidates who are Itungatis, who stood by him during the nomination, the impeachment. Oh, this DCP party is for the rich. Those who have money are the ones who will get. Those who don't have money will get nothing. This Kamau Ngodho, how much money did he have? Yeah? See, he beat people who are billionaires. That is clear. Money means nothing to this party. Please give us your money. Give us your money to pay offices. Give us your money to buy vehicles, to pay rent, to buy coffees, to buy t-shirts. Thank you very much. That's as far as it goes. It cannot be in exchange of a direct ticket. Wewe ujitolee kama unataka kusaidia chama with no conditions. There are no strings attached to financial support to this party. And what happened in Kalou is clear. Ngodho was the most disadvantaged candidate financially. But the people of Kalou said they are looking for a worker, somebody to work for them. And they say they don't want to sell the seat to anybody, because if you sell the seat, he will not work for you. Godho now will be an employee, and he must work for the people of Kalou. So those who have been spreading propaganda about our party, because we do very serious fundraising, like all parties do, we have very many people who support this party. I will not fund this party. It's not my party. It belongs to the members. It is the members to fund their party, isn't it? If I fund this party alone, I'll give direct tickets because it's my party. But I don't fund the party, therefore I cannot issue a direct nomination to anybody. This is party that belongs to the members, and it's their responsibility to fund their party. We raised funds for that nomination. I called a few people, there is funds. We funded that nomination. I am off to the UK to meet our supporters to raise funds. I'm going to the US. We are talking to many people because this is our party and we want everybody to be a stakeholder. But I want to say, please never give us any financial support in expectation of anything in return. It must just be for your love for the party and what the party stands for. So, Chair, pangeni nomination. Let me, for once, because I'm a truthful and honest person, much as we have had a lot of problems with the police and castigated them for being unprofessional, in the Kalou nominations for DCP, the National Police Service did a commendable job. We want to say thank you to the County Police Command and the more than 300 police officers who participated in making sure that every polling station had 2 armed police officers. The tallying center had more than 50 armed police officers, and the DCI and other senior officers were on patrol throughout the day to make sure that there is law and order. We want to say that is the kind of police we want to see. Utumishi kwa wote. Let our police be professional. Let them serve the people of Kenya. And we are hopeful that the same way they behaved during the nominations, for both UDA and ourselves. Although for UDA it was over deployment because there were no people. There was too many. The policemen were more than the voters. So we are hoping that the police command in Nyandarua will plan and plan well and deploy officers to keep law and order. We don't want to see what we saw in Bere and Narok, where police were beating people and being used for voter suppression and working with the goons. We hope it will not happen in Kalou. In the unfortunate event that it happens, the people of Kalou will not allow it. That they have said. They will not allow goons. They will not allow voter suppression. I must tell whoever doesn't know that Nyandarua is the headquarters of the Itugati movement. It is where the Mau Mau movement was born. It is in the Aberdare forest that Dedan Kimathi, Field Marshal, led other brave sons and daughters of the soil to drive the British colonialists out of their land. Nobody can intimidate the people of Nyandarua. The people of Nyandarua are not a joke. It is the land of J.M. Kariuki. It is a place that people know what they want and they are not easily intimidated by anybody. So if the likes of Moses Kuria want to come with the goons there, they must know they are coming to Nyandarua. They will not be allowed. Let the police do their work the way they did, and we are very grateful. And I want to thank the National Police Service. I want to say pongezi. That is what we want. That is the Kenya that we desire. That is the Kenya that we deserve, where the police do their work professionally, without discrimination, without bias, and without working with the criminals. Nataka niseme pongezi kwa maafisa wetu wote wa Nyandarua and the police command in that county. Mimi ndio nimalize niseme, now we have a candidate. It is an Kalou and Nyandarua affair. We want to leave it to the people of Kalou and the people of Nyandarua. Senator John Medho and Honorable Wanjiku Muhia will lead the team that will campaign for our candidate, backed by our sitting MCS and all the DCP aspirants in the county. We are leaving it to you. You can only call us if you think you are in trouble. I don't think you have anything to worry about. As far as I'm concerned, from where I sit, I'm a resident of Nyandarua. I know the people of Nyandarua. Your issue, Wanjiku Muhia and Medho, is a margin. It's not the win. The win is guaranteed. It's a margin. Yeah? That is what you must work on. And voter turnout. I want to ask the people of Kalou to come out in large numbers. Out of the 72,000 registered voters, we want 70,000 people to come out. And that is the work Wanjiku Muhia and Medho and MCAs you have to do. Make sure all the elderly people come out to vote. And our young people have received a report, and I'm very disturbed, that most of them who are our supporters don't have IDs. Others don't have votes. We have work to do. Because the young people are our biggest supporters. And it's unfortunate that most of them have lost their IDs, they have not replaced them. Others are not registered to vote. So we have to work on it. So the team in Nyandarua, this is your baby. Deliver it well, safely, together with the mother. We leave it to you. Mimi niko na kazi ya kimataifa. Mimi wacha niende Uingereza, nitoke hapo niende Amerikani. And don't recall me from where I'll be. Please don't recall me. Do your work, you know what to do. The job is well cut out, and you know what you need to do. And don't be worried about UDA and money. During the UDA nominations, William Ruto directed that 40,000 voters should come out to vote for UDA so that they can give an impression and optics that UDA is strong. Each voter was supposed to be given 1,000 shillings. And were given, that is 40 million plus another 10 million for the 20 delegates in every polling station. Those who are being given 6,000 each. The minute who are given 6,000 is a feast of their phones. I want to congratulate them. Because they didn't want to waste time on an exercise that is difficult. Out of the 40,000 people, they could only get 3,000. They exaggerated to 8. So assuming they did 8 out of 1,000, they only spent 8 million, wakamunyoa Kasongo 32 million. Hii Kasongo najua alikuwa mtu yangu zamani. Hata saa ingine mimi namuonea huruma. Hii mtu amenyolewa na akina kuoza sikuri na akina Itumbi. Hapo wamemnyoa 32 million. Lakini si mbaya. Mwizi akiibiwa na wezi si ni sawa? Si hii pesa ameiba. Si ni Asha. Si ni ya Kenyatta National Hospital. Akiibiwa na Itumbi na kuja iko makosa. So don't worry about money. And we have changed. We were telling our people, eat money and vote right. We are changed. The people of Kalou have told us to stop it. They were given money to go and vote for UDA. They said, we don't want. Pigieni makofi watu wa Kalou. I think that is the spirit. We are telling the people of Kalou, don't take this money. Number two, the people of Kalou cannot be given maize and beans and rice. Kalou produces food for the whole country. It feeds Nairobi and Mombasa. How do you sway the people of Kalou with food? These people have sufficient food and surplus to sell. So I don't think anybody will sway our people with rice and beans that don't get cooked properly. You know? Hii chakula ipelekwe Garissa. Please, William Ruto. Hii mchele na maharagwe unalete. Peleka Isiolo na Turkana. Pahali inatakikana. Watu ya Kalou wako na chakula ya kutosha. Na ingine wanauza Nairobi na Mombasa. Iko viazi pale, iko maharagwe, iko carrots, iko peas, iko everything, iko maziwa. It's a lot of milk and honey all Kalou. Food cannot sway the people of Kalou. They have their own food. So hii chakula mpeleke pale ingine. Mimi nimefurahi sana And I want us to unveil the candidate for DCP. And Bwana Kamau Ngodho, come up here. This good young man was born in Kalou, Nyandarua County, and he is what I have desired. When I met the lawyers at Thika Greens, I was a man in tears. At the last elections, the mountain got to Geges. And I asked them to get for us good representatives who are educated. Kamau Ngodho holds a bachelor degree in agricultural economics from the University of Nairobi. What a more suitable MP for Kalou? A constituency whose main economic activity is agriculture. He'll be able to help the people of Kalou on agribusiness, on modern farming methods, on how to keep books of accounts so that they don't make losses. So DCP is presenting the people of Kalou, a graduate from the University of Nairobi, where I also went to. So you know it's a good university of agricultural economics. And this is the first step of getting away from Tugeges. The Kawanjiku, wa Makeki, wa Mavosho, wa Matinga, wa Mashukuru. You know, we want to get away from that nonsense. Yeah? Nani? Kororia, Kaombe, Koibori, yeah? Wamodende. You know, surely. You know, we want to get away from there. And I'm very proud with the quality of the candidate that DCP is presenting to the people of Kalou. This young man contested in 2022. He got 19,000 votes. He lost narrowly. Kasongo cheated him, will give him a job. For 1 year, he took him in circles until he came to me crying. And I employed him in the office of the Deputy President as a protocol officer. He worked diligently. He's a man of integrity. And he was well respected in that office. And for all the assignments that he was given, he undertook them with a lot of efficiency. He's a humble man. He's not bossy. He's a man with a lot of humility. He is kind and listens to people. I got very good reports when he worked in my office as a protocol officer. Everybody wanted him to attend his function. He was kind to everybody. He listens and he's not bossy. And I want to know what will happen. I heard this soprano was to come to Kalou. When I was removed from office, he sacked this young man. And his child and his wife suffered. I would like to hear what soprano will tell the people of Nyandarua. You removed Rigiji because you wanted a seat. Why did you have to sack Ngodho? This is a man from home. Why couldn't you let him do his job? You made him jobless. A man who was earning a salary to take care of his family, he went back to the village and he has suffered. The people of Kalou will have an opportunity to give him a job. And when soprano comes to Nyandarua, you must ask him, why did you sack this young man? You must ask him that question. Si ndio? Si mtamuuliza? Yes. Si ndiye alifuta hii kijana? Huyu kijana nimpatia kazi. Kama alikuwa na shida na mimi, ni sawa. Alikuwa anataka kiti changu, amechukua. Huyu kijana alimuuliza nini? Agetunya mwana iligo. Yes. Alifuta mpaka watu ya kufyeka nyasi. Small people people earning 20,000 hapo akawaangaisha, akafuta hiyo watu yote. But since he said he is coming to Kalou, the people of Kalou must ask Bwana Soprano, you sacked this man. The people of Kalou want to give him a job. Bora unafuata yeye mpaka Kalou tena? Unataka kuangaisha hii kijana na watoto wake mpaka siku gani? Si mtamuuliza? Yes. He must be asked that question. Pia muulize Soprano, nyinyi mnatafuta kura ya watu ya Kalou. William Ruto na watu ya jamii yake pale Kenya Pipeline, mama anaitwa Faith Boynet ya jamii ya Kasongo na rafiki yake. Mtoto wetu wa Kalou David Muriuki amekuwa general manager wa infrastructural development, amefutwa kazi. You have sacked our son from Kalou from a good job as general manager, and then you want to come to Kalou to tell us that we should listen to you. And that is why I have a problem with this Soprano and other traitors of our community. I will never allow it myself. Kasongo alikuwa anajaribu kufuta mtu mlimani na mwambia go to hell. I will never allow him. Sasa watu wanafutwa left, right and center. Soprano kazi yake ni kusema yesa. Pure kabisa. David Muriuki amefutwa Kenya Pipeline. Na nikutaka ati jamii. The same day wamefuta David Muriuki, wamefuta another lady called Maureen Mwenje, the general manager procurement. They have targeted our community to sack our sons and daughters. And then he wants to come to Kalou to ask us tuichague mtu ya UDA saa ile anatuhangaisha na kuhangaisha jamii. The people of Kalou, please. You can't allow it to happen. Kabla wewe Soprano kuja Kalou, David Muriuki mrudishe kazi kwanza. Si ndio? Yes. Na huyu Maureen Mwenje mrudishe kazi. Mmetuhangaisha ya kutosha. So nyinyi nimewachia nyinyi Kalou mtauliza Soprano hiyo maswali. Sasa method hiyo nimemwambia angangane na Soprano. Mimi niwachiwe Kasongo. Si ndio? Si method wanatosha kungangana na Kasongo. Na Soprano. Mimi nitangangana na Kasongo. So this young man here, huyu kijana pia ni mtu ya kujituma. We have got a good candidate. And it's like the candidate we have in Murwa Dikir, Vincent Rotich. Is a self-driven guy. I've never been to Dikir. I just talk on phone. But with the Kasongo men, we are neck to neck. And I can tell you as of this morning, because the campaign stopped yesterday, we are ahead. Yeah. All we need is to protect our vote. I'm told Murkomen has been told to go there to mobilize chiefs and assistant chiefs and Nyumba Kumi to intimidate our voters. I want to ask the people of Murwa Dikil not to be intimidated, to have the true blood and spirit of Johanna Ngeno, the late. So Murkomen, don't go to Dikil to intimidate voters. Allow the people of Murwa Dikil exercise their right. And if they are allowed to have their way, we'll have the first DCP member of parliament from Narok County, Murwa Dikil constituency. So this good young man here you'll help him. The people of Nyandarua work with him. Sisi tutasaidia tukiwa mbali. This is a Nyandarua matter, it's an Kalou matter. Na tutaendelea naye vizuri sana. Na mimi I know. I worked with him in my office. I know his capacity. Again, other than having good education, he has the other quality that I've been looking for. Loyalty to the party and to the community. Huyu hawezi uza sisi kama ile watu ya tumbo. This When the nominations were announced and the government people put up polls and they found he was leading, Moses Kuria, the Mukorino, Bonoko, of course, approached him and offered him 50 million Kenya shillings to go to UDA. And this great young man said, I don't need money. Where have you been when I've been suffering since you removed me from office? The women rep, Nyandarua, called him. He had been calling her for years. He never used to pick his calls. And God asked her, is this the time you have known that I exist? This is a great young man. And I have no doubt in my mind that once he is elected member of parliament, William Ruto and his people cannot compromise him. So I think we are offering as DCP to the people of Kalou the best. An educated young man, hardworking, humble, but steadfast and principled, that he can never betray his people and his community. Kwa hivyo mimi nataka sasa tumzurue huyu kijana tumpatie certificate. Ndio sasa mjiandae siku ya kurudisha makaratasi, you accompany him na muanze siasa ya Kalou. Sisi tutakuwa tunafuatilia kwa mtandao. And I know you will deliver this seat and we'll have a very big win. Mimi nataka kuja sherehe ya kusherekea. On 16th nitakuwa Manyoro. Mkiona inaenda mzuri mnanipigia, ninateremuka. Tukuja tusherekee pamoja. But I leave this campaign to the people of Nyandarua, the people of Kalou. I have trust you do what you need to do. I have confidence you deliver this seat without too much sweat. Because the ground is DCP 98%. All we want is voter turnout. And somebody must arrange for me that great woman of 108 years who came out to vote. And she was looking for my name in the ballot paper. I must come and visit that woman. Because I was told she was adamant she wanted to vote for Rigathi Gachagua. She was told, no, he is not in this election. She was saying, no. I came to vote for Rigathi. Where is he being elected? I think I must visit that woman. Yes. Si ndio? Yes. Si utapanga candidate. Nikuja nitupelee huyu mama nimwambie asante. At least alikuwa amenikuja kunipigia kura 1 year before the election. I mean, at least I know I have one sure vote. Yeah, from that I can take to the bank. Si ndio? Wanjiru Kago uko na certificate?
Pongezi kwake sababu uongozi wa chama unahakikisha basi tunakuwa na success. His Excellency our party leader akimkabidhi Sami Kamau cheti. Officially jamani, makofi. Makofi kwake Sami Kamau. Akiwa sasa amepatiwa rasmi ruhusa na nguvu akielekea pale kuwania kiti cha constituency all Kalou. Sami Kamau akiweka kwa bahasha na kuhakikisha mambo iko sawa. Excellency, tunashukuru.
Asante sana. Nimeambiwa pia watu ya Laikipia wako hapa, pigia makofi. Na watu ya Nakuru. Mimi sijakataza nyinyi kwenda kufanya campaign Kalou. Itaendelea. Nyinyi nitamwambia vile mtasaidia kwa sasa. Hiyo ni mambo yetu ya nyumbani bila hii makamera. Manaweza mwambia Kasogo mbago yetu. Alafu aende mbele. And different timings. The team leaders were She's a true daughter of the mountain, extremely reliable, and tunamtegemea sana 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 sana. Nilifukuza hii watu yote Kalou, huyu Malala tu. Najua Malala, you know he has too much energy. Ananiuliza sasa, party leader, unataka nikae kwa nyumba when there is action? I want to be part of the action. So nikapima because I mtu huko. So nikafunga jicho moja. Lakini watu yote ya Nyandarua, I was monitoring them. Sikutaka mtu huko, so that nobody can have an excuse to refuse the results. Ndio watu wale walipigania aspirants who have come, kujeni hapa ndio muonekane. The ones who are going now to support the candidate, wakuje wote wale walikuwa kwa kinyang'anyiro.
Aspirants wapo huko mbali.
Those who participated.
Tafadhali jongea.
Si mumekuja na campaigners yenu. Now what we want to do, all the campaign teams that were campaigning for the various aspirants in DCP, all those campaign teams will be merged into one for DCP. And that is why we said you come, so that we merge them into one strong team. Na mufanye kazi. Na nikufagia wasaliti wote. Na munaua nyoka pamoja na nini? Si ndio? Nyoka na pamoja na mayai. So this is a team, and I want to thank all of you for agreeing to support the winner. That is the way to go. And as I have told you, our party is big. We are forming government next year. There is enough room for all of us. Stay loyal to the party and committed to the party. And your first assignment is to deliver this seat and support Ngodho. The way you look for your own votes, mumtafutie Ngodho kura, and get all your teams to merge into one team so that we can get victory. Wapigieni makofi hawa wangwana. Thank you very much. Asanteni sana. Ya kujeni museme kila mtu jina yake. Na useme wewe ni timu gani sana.
Thank you very much, Excellency. My name is Isaac Kenywa, and being a good friend to Kamau, we are sons of teachers. So I pledge my support to my good brother, Kamau Ngodho.
Thank you.
Gadhure Wambui, former MCA kama Kamau Ngodho, and nakubali kushindwa na kura mingi zaidi. Kwa sababu kama ingekuwa chache kama ile ya Kasongo na watu wake, ile ya UD ya kura 100, tungekuwa tukisema haikuwa mzuri. Lakini kwa sababu tulishindwa na kura karibu mara 4, hata namba 2 walikuwa wameshindwa na kura mara 4, tunakubali kabisa. We are going to support you. Watu wetu wote ni wako Ngodho. Asante.
Jambo wana DCP. Mimi ni Steven Kimani Muturi, lakini wananchi wa Kalou wameniambia nibadilishe jina, sasa nitakuwa niitwa Kimani Thambo. Na mimi tayari party leader, nishaanza campaign ya Ngodho tayari. Jana mliniona kwa gari nikitembea nikisema ni Kamau Ngodho. Mliniona? Mimi nisha move on, na ninasema sasa ni Rigathi Gachagua, DCP na Kamau Ngodho. Twende safari, tusindikishe Ngodho mpaka bunge. Asanteni sana.
Harambe. Harambe. Mimi naitwa wakili Kirago Wadhuta, ni rafiki ya Kamau Ngodho. All along wakati wa campaigns nilikuwa namuita my deputy. Tulikuwa tumekubaliana moja mwenye atawin, mwingine atakuwa deputy wa mwingine. Sasa mimi nimekubali nitakuwa deputy wa Kamau Ngodho.
Thank you.
Na mimi naitwa wakili wa Gen Z, hiyo vijana yote mimi nakuletea. Nitaendelea kukusupport, timu yangu yote itakuja kwako. Wengine na waona huku na wote watafanya kazi yako. Asante sana.
So I think Ngodho, you can now say something so that you thank those who have agreed to support you, and for all those who are supporting you, and useme ile sasa unataka kusema. Uanze kupractice kuwa mheshimiwa.
Thank you, His Excellency, all the leadership of the party, the elections board. My very wealthy opponents that in the primaries. I can see those who were POs, clerks, elected leaders, and former leaders. Good afternoon. Harambe! Harambe! DCP! Najua sasa sisi ndio tulikuwa naongoza hiyo. Mpaka mtu akilala alikuwa anasema tu harambe. Kwa hiyo imeshaingia kwa roho. I'm very delighted this afternoon, first to thank God for his favor and also for the gift of life. I also wish to extend my thanks to these great men that we competed against. Each of them was a worthy opponent. We traversed the county and the constituency, talking to the people, and they heard us. I told them when I was being given the certificate that losers are winners who never quit. You will have your day, but this was my day. As it has been said, when Mheshimiwa passed on, after I sat with my wife. Nothing, no car, no money in the accounts, but the seat that was ahead. We engaged. I asked her, do we go for this one or wait for 2027? Maybe there will be a miracle along the way. She said, let's push it. I called my former PA. He's here. He's called MC Jesse. Appreciate him there. He also gave me the same hope. I had a very old car that had broken down, no wheels, a Nissan Murano. It wouldn't traverse the county. My cousin came in for me, gave me a car, and that's how we started the journey. And I'm a believer in the Bible that says that God loves humble beginnings. And I'm telling everyone here, if you have a dream and you know that you can get it, start dreaming and working on it. Kasongo, 2022, after we traversed the whole of the constituency, seeking votes for him, with His Excellency, the Deputy President, came to Kalou, said, kijana alikuwa yangu, nitampea kazi. I waited the first month, the second month, the third month, the fourth month, the fifth month, the sixth month. He came back there at the stadium. He made even me jump on his car and said, hii kijana ni yangu. Leo hatalala hapa, hatalala Nairobi, kesho amkie kazi. I was very delighted. I ran to my house, told my wife, toa nguo zangu, weka zote, hata usipige pasi. Mimi naenda Nairobi. Waited for the 7th month, 8th month, 9th month, 10th month, 11th month, 1 year, 1 year, 2 months. His Excellency came to the Kalou Catholic Church. Akaanza kusema, hii ngozo nalipata kazi, why is your hair still having red spots? Like someone who is emaciated. Told him hakuna kazi nilipewa. So he made a declaration there and then. He said that I'll put you into my office as an advisor. That time was a political advisor. He is a truthful man. Whatever he says, he keeps. It didn't take me weeks. I was in the office, but I was thrown under the leadership of this lady. And she will tell you about myself. Whenever I was not at work, I was in Kalou with my people. And even whenever His Excellency called me, he would ask me, what will Kalou wakwaji? Because he always knew that whenever I'm not working, I'm back to the grassroots. Kusikiza nini? I think that has been the most formidable part of my campaign. I didn't have billboards. I didn't have big vehicles. I didn't have musicians singing. I didn't have even a paid person that I paid to influence for me on Facebook or Twitter or any other things. Because I didn't have the money to pay them. If I had, I would. But the will of the people of Kalou, and I appreciate them. Walisimama na mimi kidete, nilitembea mguu, kwenye siku na kakitu walikuwa nasema hata hiyo kidogo umetoa tunakurudishia, enda hiyo mkutano ingine. That is how good the people of Kalou are. And I want to ascertain to every aspirant here from the mountain. I told most of them that the first day I'll step in parliament, because I know very soon I'll be in parliament. I will tell all those MPs from the mountain, you abandoned a great man. You rejected the man who was protecting you. The man who would stand up to Kasongo and tell him, you promised the people of the mountain so many things, and you are not keeping the word. But when he came to you, you were the first people to sign for him to be disbanded and hounded out of office. I will tell them, mene tekel upasin. The writing is on the wall for you. You are going home, all of you, in 2027. And you will bring in people who are loyal to the people of the mountain. He always says, His Excellency, that the mountain people hate people who are disloyal. And I agree with him. Najua hapa tutapatana. Wale watu wa UDA wamesema wako na project 26. Bring them. But I want, as I know they are listening, President Ruto, I don't want your work. Mimi sitaki kazi yako. Lakini watu 19,400 ambao walinirushia kura. Kama unataka kura huko Olkalao, kwanza patia hao kazi. Number 2, you promised the Aberdare mega dam. Kabla Julai 16, tengeneza hiyo dam, tutapea wewe kura. Number 3, umesema unajenga ile barabara ya VI kuja pale Gorika, irudi Dhagani na iende Kanyerere. Kama unataka kura za watu wa Olkalao, jenga hiyo before July. Hiyo imekamilika. That is the only thing. Lakini kutudanganya kama watu wa Mbere, sisi hatutakubali. Sisi tumerevuka na tumejanjaruka. Finally, I want to thank this great man, the Arrow and his team. Initially, I was among the people who feared a nomination. I told the chair of the eminent person, I told him I fear nomination. In 2013, I went for the nomination on TNA ticket. I was stolen. I had to go and jump into DP. I was selected on a DP ticket. 2017, I saw my votes being touched in Olkalao. I had to go as an independent. I lost by 100 votes. So this time I feared maybe the same thing would happen. I want to thank the leadership of the election board. You did a very tremendous job. And I want to assure every aspirant here, I want to assure you wherever you are, be confident. Go to the people. What is yours will be guaranteed during nomination in DCP. Finally, I don't want to take time. I was only employed in the office of the Deputy President for 8 months. I joined the team. We worked so many, you can see even some of my colleagues here. And when the impeachment motion was brought, we worked with His Excellency both in Parliament. I still recall, like it's yesterday, at the Senate. Most of our colleagues shed tears when we saw him leave and not come back to the Senate. Some of the senators there laughed at us because we were left there stuck with the lawyers and the advocates and staff of the office of the Deputy President. The form of disrespect when we entered the Senate could be seen, that it was already a predetermined course. We were taken to an office, I think, of the clerk. That's where we were operating from, led by Senior Counsel Muite. After all had happened, we went back to the office, and from then we started being looked at as if we were strangers. We were not requested. We were told to hand in over our badges immediately. Tukaambiwa sisi, tukaanza kuambiwa wewe nyinyi na wakabila tunamfukuza huko. We wondered, how is the impeachment motion of Rigathi affecting every staff, like even gardeners? That is how we treated, some of us pleaded and said we have children at home, we have wives to take care of, bills to pay. Some of us had taken loans, and I'm sure most of them are watching. We talk, some even call, we cry over the phone over what befell most of our colleagues. The Deputy President was approached. He was told, we have children from the mountain. Where you come from? Would you kindly protect them? These people are just working. They were very professional in whatever they did. We were told, mtu yoyote alikuwa katika ofisi ya Rigathi, muko na siku 20 za kuwa mmetoka. To put salt on injury, they put our names on the newspapers. My own daughter saw my name on the newspaper. People who had their jobs had been stopped. Many breadwinners went home with nothing. I am telling you, if this man was a Mr. Yes, sir, we will still be in office. sisi wote tungekuwa ofisi. But he stood for the people, especially of the mountain. And I ask, especially the people from our home, kindly wipe the tears of this man. And wipe the tears of all those staff that worked under him. If there's nothing else that you can guarantee or can give us, please wipe his tears. He said that the only thing that he ran to was his family. Also us, what has kept us, that whole period has been our families. God bless you.
Basi mumemsikiza na kujua kwamba ni kiongozi shupavu. Amepitia mengi na bado hakukata tamaa. Na hivyo ndivyo uongozi ilivyo. Sababu kiongozi akiwa sawasawa, basi walio nyuma yake hawatakuwa na kazi ngumu sana ya kuendelea. Niweze kusema basi sasa kazi ndo imeanza. Ngoma sasa itambe. Tumetoka kutoka kipindi cha chaguzi za nominations katika chama cha DCP. Tarehe 16 Julai itakuwa ni siku muhimu zaidi. Miezi 2 kutoka sasa hivi, viongozi wetu wakituongoza, tutakuwa sawasawa gangari kuleta hii kura nyumbani. Kuna kifunguo cha gari iwapo umepoteza, tafadhali nione. Kwa heshima kuu, Your Excellency, niombe kufikia sasa tufike hatma. Baada ya kutupa ushauri huo na uongozi wako bora, basi tutaweza sote kusimama. Ni kuombe mheshimiwa, Your Excellency, kusimama hapa ili tuweze kufunga kwa wimbo wa taifa. Na tukumbuke, usiachwe nyuma. Tayari ushaona hama zote zinaelekea DCP, chama kinachosikiza ground. Basi studio, tupate wimbo wa taifa. Asante, Your Excellency, utatuongoza. Sote tutasalia kusimama. Baada ya hapo, tuko huru. Tuweza piga picha, tunaweza enjoy, tukasema mawili mawatatu na kuelekea nyumbani kwetu. Asante.